maps. I expect him to do well. Greenberg, my mixed team didn't do so well, so maybe Devin will show out tonight there. But if we reach or we go to Hydroelectric Dam, which is my favorite map to cast, and they make it a map and it on the hotel.
We are hopping into this one. Mercado is first up here for the hard point. It's going to be old guys Texas accumulating a lot of this opening time. You see Florida trying to flip these spawns, but they're just getting shut out time and time again and really not getting anything going this far in the match. So not the start you wanted from Florida. I mean, OGT, you're getting 34 seconds here on P1. You have spawns 4 new for the moment. Player number 3, Encrypted, trying to sneak through. He's shot in the back, and OGT couldn't ask for a better start.
Yeah, a really great start out of OGT, and you don't always see teams 46-0. Looks like Florida is trying to shift the momentum here, but OGT is set up perfectly on the P2. They're watching all the alleyways, and that's where Florida is trying to attack through. There's a couple of kills going back and forth, but OGT is strong so far. You see Florida trying to reposition through that back alley area, and they're sending 3 down it. But OGT, they have everybody on the point. They just need to get the information and read it, but Florida gets kills, but it gets traded out 2 for old guys, though they already got some decent on this point.
And finally trying to break in, but the trophy system taking down Krypton, and there's going to be another attempt here for OGT to try to get in. It's easy, though. It's going to deny them for the time being, taking down 2 before getting traded. The nade will get him, though, so it is going to be OGT just rotating. That's some much-needed time there for Florida Puppeteers after a tough start, but now you're sacrificing that rotation over to new, which can definitely be a money hill if you can lock it down. If you're Florida, you have to make somewhat of a group push. You're saying both players near the point just waiting for those reinforcements, waiting for the teammates to get there to try to break this hill as the opening time going the way of OGT, and they have a really nice setup right now.
Yeah, OGT has been putting a lot of stock in the opening time, and it's paid off so far with about a 45-point lead. But, Florida, they're kind of reverse this out here. They need to get a break, and OGT, you see their plays. They just love stacking people on the point, and it's worked out pretty well for them. But Florida, you see them attacking from every possible angle, just playing off each other and using the intel, and there you go. Florida's able to clear OGT, had 3 people on the point, 3 people down, and now OGT scattered. Florida is now taking over 3-person setup onto the point, and now it's OGT's turn to come in from every angle and reclaim the point. Florida had the right mentality with the break, but they got it. But you see Florida now, this time, they want to be the ones that are on the hill and soak up that early time that he has been doing so well in the previous hills.
Yeah, and that was a really nice break there from Florida. I mean, to get a little bit of time, it was somebody with a nice play to really have that team break. And it is going to be Florida set up here for new, but you have to watch these angles through the back, and it is going to be OGT trying to flood this back Barber alley. Defen is here to try to shut them down, taking down 1, looking for a second as well. But meanwhile, OGT is going to break through the front, so it is another break here for OGT. Again, continuing to get time here. Steezy loses the player in his tracks, and now Florida back in this point, trying to lock this one down. Been pretty mixy so far here in this Mercado, going back and forth, and really the last couple of hills, not a lot of time, for teams to just try to lock down hills for extended periods of time. Break after break, somebody's going to break back in again, and now the rotation over toward new. It's going to be a headbutt as both teams arriving at the same time.
Yeah, that P4 is always mixy, but at least able to kind of make that even going into this 5. But OGT, again, they're there when the hill pops. Again, has to break in. You see OGT just forming a line on the hill, but there's some early trades going on. It's all going to be about who's going to win this back and forth chess match. But it looks like OGT just got a double kill. Definitely going to spawn back onto Pasta, but OGT still have control of the point. You see Steezy bust in, though. That's exactly what the Puppeteers needed to take control of the point, but it just is so mixy. Mercado at times just feels like a constant back and forth. OGT is happy to just be getting a little bit of the edge of these gunfights, widening deficit just inch by inch, but you're already up by 60 or 65, and I mean, OGT, they maintain momentum. Florida has the pressure. You see them again trying to go for it, still trying to be there when it, but Florida has a lot of ground to make up here.
Now, an important time in this match is really, as I always say, I mean, I think this is the biggest point on the map, the P6 and P7 potential chain. And if you're Florida, you need it really bad. It is going to be Steezy getting on for the time being. Miss Messiah, though, I mean, playing this slow, waiting for the reinforcements to try to pinch this up top, and they do just that. OGT, come on in, but the teammate going to take one player down. Will it matter? It does not look like it will, as OGT finding the kills around the time. But again, just a point where you can really chain these two hills together, get massive points. And OGT looking to do that now as they have the time. And for now, they do have the spawns for next as well. So this is a very tough spot for Florida. You see player number 3, Krypton, on that rotation. You have to find something here as OGT close in for the win.
OGT has the win in. They only need about 50 points. They're soaking up the last remaining time on that hill. Again, you see now there's a emphasis on this next hill. Florida knows that if they just give it up, OGT can just win it there. But you see OGT as they trickle in, they're getting some kills on the floor. Florida doesn't really have anybody near the point on it, but they are just trying to cover their bases around, and finally they're able to. You got an OGT member in 6. Defin, meanwhile, is getting onto OGT. OGT a little bit scattered, at least able to contest the point. Krypton seals taking back the point. Penne Pasta around it, but you have most of OGT just kind of going through that back gray area. That's kind of deal with OGT on both sides, and there you go. Florida goes down. OGT's able to flood onto the point, and they're going not quite to win. They'll be a little bit below, but really looking to get 5 points here.
The thing I'm really noticing here for OGT is just cutting down players like that. I mean, Florida right now, they can't even get really close to the point to even make a break because the extended players right now for OGT are just shutting everything down. And now you have to make that rotation over to P1, but it's only going to be a few points here for OGT to win this map, and they should be able to put it away on this hill. If not, they will try on P2, but see them already looking for those spawns for next, trying to set up a break, and they get a clean 3 or 4 down. They should be able to hop on this point and get this time. They do exactly that. 4 down, or 3 down, excuse me. Last player in tunnel. He cannot take him down. OGT with a strong opening map 1.
Yeah, for sure. That's a opening map one, 250 and 109, almost 100 point club. And keep in mind, these teams are both in the same division, 4 and 5. So it
And we are
seems like
hopping back into this match as it is going to be Mercado Search and Destroy, Miss Messiah, starting off with the nade kill after an impressive map 1. As it is OGT up 1-0 in the series after a big hardpoint victory, starting off on this offensive side and getting aggressive over towards his head side. Is Miss Messiah now going to try to get this bomb down, and Florida going to have to play for the retake.
yeah, Florida gonna have to play for the retake here at A. They haven't dedicated pretty much any resources to it, so they're going to have to take some movement through the map. And you see number 4 in Penne. He's just waiting for that when he spots Steezy, his head glitching in that little cart over there. And misses Messiah though, takes the opportunity to sneak back, gets that kill onto. Florida's numbers are dwindling, but OGT now up 4.
And that is going to be the round there for OGT. Pretty dominant, and if you are Florida, maybe getting a little bit worried about how this match has started if after a little bit of a rough hard point and then coming into the Search and Destroy, a big opening round. Obviously, a lot of time left. And I will say this for the side of Florida, I mean, hardpoint is their worst game mode on the season, sitting at a 2-5 record. Search and Destroy, though, they're bread and butter, 6-1. So you feel like if you are Florida, you have to win this map. It feels like, again, it is a must win, or this series might be dwindling down. So they need it here. I mean, OGT, their best map, their best mode by far is hardpoint. So kind of expect that with that opening map. But you're seeing, I mean, still showing this dominance in the Search and Destroy. 3 down again. The sniper out. Not sure how that shot misses. And Defin now with the sniper. I mean, they're just going to chow him down back Barber, and already 2-0. Old Guys, Texas.
Yeah, pretty strong lead from GT here, going 2-0 in the match. You see Miss up to a 5-0 start in the KD, which is just incredible. And I mean, GT just continuing that momentum, which we know is so important in Call of Duty.
Now it is going to be OGT back to that offensive side, Florida, you need to stop the bleeding at some point. Not even finding a kill so far on this map. So they do need to turn it around here and need to do it pretty quickly. So we'll see what the plan is. But you're seeing the stuns and nades over trying to slow these players down. And it's just another opening 2 kills here for OGT. Florida is just in a bunch of turmoil right now, finally finding their first kill on this map. But the bomb plant is going down. Another situation for Florida where you're going to have to retake down numbers.
Yeah, once more, Florida position of having to retake A down a man. You see both Florida just at opposite sides of the map, and somebody's gonna kill into Pen A, but Old Guys Texas still has the power positions so far. But now Florida up 2-1, maybe looking to get a defuse here, but time is ticking. It's only Frog Mop left, and that bomb, just 15 seconds. Frog Mob is looking in the correct place, but Krypton is able to get that final kill, and the bomb fused.
That is a big round right there for Florida Puppeteers as you stop that bleeding a little bit, you stop the reeling, and now finally get that round on the board and now maybe start to get that momentum. Again, a little bit of a retake there, a odd man retake as well. So it is going to be a round for them. And we'll see what can happen here as it is going to be Florida now back on the offensive side. Trying to get another round here is get themselves back into the search and destroy, back into the series. We've seen the nades be a big part, and now we're seeing an all-out hit here for OGT on that A side, but they're going to come up empty as this is a B play here from Florida. They have the numbers. They got to move.
Yeah, they definitely move here. You see Florida putting a lot of stock into this B site and not really having any eyes. And Old Guys Texas has just used that as an opportunity to creep right up mid. You see number 4 in Penne Pasta just creeping the back of Florida. You might meet number 8 in Defen over here momentarily. Defen gets the kill, but Florida is busy dealing with OGT coming inside the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's a situation right here for Florida where I know it's a little bit intimidating to try to take over this point, but they had all the numbers and they will have the life advantage here. Krypton trying to look for that second. The trade does come in, though, so a 1v3 situation. Last up is Miss Messiah. 6-1 on the map. Somehow staying up is getting chased at this point in time. Going to hit the snakes and get the kill. You have to find the trade here if you are Florida. You do. Just barely, as I thought maybe for a second Miss Messiah was going to make some magic, but she goes down, and now a 2-2 tied search and destroy.
Yeah, 2-2 tied search and destroy. Florida is able to kind of bring it back a little bit and recontrol that momentum. But definitely have to do a lot more to come back from the hurdle of game number 1 for sure.
And now back to the offensive side as OGT. I mean, you see Miss Messiah 7-2, really having a map and doing what she can, and it is a couple of bounce back rounds there from Florida, which they needed. Only sending 2 players over toward this A side. They're going to get the information, but Miss Messiah is absolutely flying at this. Penne going to get that first blood. Trades coming in back and forth. Life advantage OGT, and it's a similar situation we've seen really round after round. You have 2 players. It's a 3v2 retake situation with the 2 players on the other side of the map. Somebody going to get shots off, or the shoulder peaks are true there for Miss Messiah. So you have that information. You know that these players are going to be coming around the map, and you see, I mean, they have the setup basically completely here. Frogmop, though, what's kind of timing does he get? He's going to spot Defen at the back of the map, get some shots off, but only 22 seconds on the clock. This is a near impossible situation right now for Defen. Have to find 3 and then defuse. It's just not going to happen, and might just try to pack this one up, maybe play your life, maybe find one, but shots coming in, they know where you are, and it is going to be a round for OGT. Miss Messiah wants the kill, does get taken down though, but that is the round. OGT now taking the lead.
OGT doing surprisingly well on the offensive victories, which you don't see in SMD. So, I mean, if they could just continue to do that, defenses as well, which it seems to be, pretty unanimously favored, OGT having a good time here on this map.
Now, Florida looking for a response here on the offensive side. We've seen the B hit last time around, and we're going to have a little bit of a spread here from them, but it is going to be OGT. Once again, trying to play over to his A side, but the nades coming in from both sides. Frogmop finds one before he's taken down. 3v3 situation. Penne is going to find the kill onto somebody, and now Krypton is going to try to find this kill, but that is a dangerous situation with Penne on that head glitch. Oh my goodness, Miss Messiah does spot him. 1v3 situation for Defen once again. Feels like there's been a couple rounds here where he has been put in pretty tough situations. He is taken down. OGT takes the round, and now we head to the swing round.
Going up 5-2, kind of gonna seal this map, but we'll have to see because OGT is gonna be on offense, so definitely gonna be harder for them to win that one. But they've tended to do well so far. Yeah, interesting map so far.
4-2 the scoreline. OGT on that offensive side looking to extend this lead after, Florida got themselves back into this one just a few rounds ago, but now slipping again, and it's really the same defensive setup here for Florida. I think maybe at some point you want to try to get some more pressure over to A because of how successful it's been. And it's going to be Miss Messiah, though, with that bomb starting to get aggressive. That could be trouble if she goes down behind this player, and L, she doesn't, and that bomb's going to be down literally in the middle of the map. So a little bit of over-aggression there for OGT. It is going to be Penne Pasta, though, finding the kill on the somebody. 3v3 situation, but if you're OGT, you have to retrieve this bomb. I don't know if Florida knows this bomb is down. We'll have to see, but, I mean, this is a prime spot here for Florida.
Prime spot for Florida. They know where it is, and they know OGT has to creep onto it, and you see Penne trying to make a play for it, but does get cut down in the process. OGT, meanwhile, trying the A side locked. They just don't have the bomb in Florida. They just need to keep eyes on the midsection to close it out here.
Nova cannot find that kill. Frogmop also going to get taken down as well. The two-piece there to end the round. Is Florida taking the round again? Just some aggression there that just does not pay off. Steezy with the two to finish it off. But, I mean, Miss Messiah, she has been frying. Give her props for that, but maybe just overheating a little bit there. Trying to make a play through L. When you don't find that kill, bomb goes down middle of the map. You put your team in a very tough spot, and that's what happens there. But nevertheless, it is OGT still up 4-3. Florida, though, just taking that round just to get themselves back into this one. Another B hit coming in, and once again, OGT is just not ready for this, right? I mean, they're playing over toward that A side, but nothing happening at the moment. The cross, though, being watched by Penne Pasta. And we'll see if he can find anything. But information has been granted, and this is again, going to make Florida play a little bit slow, make them hesitate on what's happening, and see if the kills can come in. But the break now from OGT, just trying to play through this back alley. See if they can find something. But again, just that ability to watch the cross has really shut things down. Miss Messiah going to try to make a play, but Krypton reads it. And that's going to be a kill there. Frogmop now in a tough situation, but the turn on, taking one down. Trades going back and forth. Now a 2v2 situation. OGT knows where these players are. Florida's kind of stuck here in this top area. Trying to take these players down. Krypton, though, finding the kill onto Frogmop. Now a 1v2. Penne Pasta finding one, looking for the second. Defen has to make a play here. Only 17 seconds on the clock. You got to go retrieve this bomb, but I mean, Penne Pasta knows that he's here. Can he find this kill? Can he find the timing? He's going to try to get this bomb down. Surely Penne Pasta checks this. The nade check coming in. Not going to hit anything, but finds a player on the bomb. The kill comes in, and the defuse will come in as well. And OGT find the retake, and we'll take the round. I mean, Penne Pasta, 10-3, has kind of been praising Miss Messiah in this one, but a big round there, and I mean, he's playing as well as anybody on this OGT team at the moment. Taking the round there, and now it is going to be OGT on match point, trying to close this one out. They will go back to the attacking side. We'll see what plays that they can make try to close this one out. I mean, we've seen basically the same hit from them over and over again on this A side. Do they persist with that? Do they make a play toward B? It looks like much of the same in the defensive setup as well for Florida. Maybe putting some pressure through mid, though, is OGT. We'll see if this pays off. Miss Messiah trying to find the timing with these players at hedges. Cannot find anything, but Penny Pasta with the flank. Finding one. Can he find a second? He does, or with the help of Nova. Shots going on the teammates, but that's going to clear it out. And another odd man advantage retake here for the side of Florida. Somebody left alive in a 1v4 situation, having to pull off an absolute miracle to close this one out. But he should be really toast here with the sub in hand, with all these crosses being watched. It should be the map win for OGT to put him up 2-0, but let's see if somebody can make anything happen. Got to start moving. Only 20 seconds on the clock. Miss Messiah going to get that info on the cross, take him down, and that is the round and the map. OGT going up 2-0 in the series. They'll look to close it out next on the control. But yeah, man, that's definitely the case. A little bit of, pressure's off to see what you can do out here. And for OGT, this is their record-wise their worst mode, so a chance maybe for Florida to get themselves back into this one. But as I said before the search and destroy, it felt like with how good Florida was at search and destroy, they needed to win that one. Unfortunately, don't come out on top, but the chance to reverse sweep starts here, and it is going to be OGT on the offensive side to kick this one off. The kill is going the way of OGT as they're trying to flood this B side, finding all the kills. Miss Messiah once again making plays with the sub, somebody with the kill, but that zone already starting to tick, one tick down. The retake, though, coming in from Florida, and that's going to be all three players on the point down. Last up here is Nova trying to make this play over for B, but at some point do we see OGT look to take this over to A? It doesn't look like it. They're going to continue to bash over at B.
Yeah, and a great job out of Florida to get those kills, and now they're pushed up. They have bed control, they have cat side, and they're really doing a good job of keeping OGT staggered and confined. Right now, the only one through is Nova. He's going to be at the main desk, but he really is going to have to be the one to make the play. Florida doesn't have to go looking for him. They just have to hold off these players pushing out of kitchen, and so far they're doing that. Devin finds one Krypton, playing his life to an amazing degree, and they are holding down this A zone, but let's see the kills they start to come through. OGT finds 3. Somebody going to hold onto the B zone. That's going to be your saving grace for Florida, as that's probably going to be A chalked up.
I think Florida senses this, and they're just going to look over toward B. Miss Messiah once again taking on the whole Florida team, finds 2 before going down, but that's basically all consolation at this point, as this A zone will go through. Florida setting up for the B zone, looking to get that bed control area and keep it in, keep these OGT players spawning on that kitchen side, and it looks like they're going to try to hit through maybe the back and single arch here to try to open this one up. But if you're OGT, you have to think about clearing bedroom, as that's going to be really the tipping point on this control.
Yeah, and OGT are going to want to have to move fast here. They're going to have to get these kills and immediately move out of P2, because all that's going to happen is they find these kills and they're spawning Florida back spot. But now they finally moved across. They're going to start spawning them towards the chandelier. They hop the B zone. And right now, Krypton's going to have to be the saving grace for Florida. He's the only one close enough to be able to make a play, but there's no really true line of sight there. He does manage to find it, gets the kill on the point. And now we're a bit staggered here from both teams, as it's kind of an all-out 3v3.
Trying to get themselves back in position, but with every death, Florida just spawning over toward that chop side, and it just makes it so hard to get back to the point. Devin, though, with a big 2 to try to save that, and now lives may be coming into effect here. 9 lives left. It is going to be OGT trying to get back on this point, trying to lock that second tick in, which they do. Devin finding another one, but he's got to continue to go huge for the team. Steezy, though, finding 2. And Devin finds the 4th. That's going to be all 4 dead. And now with 22 seconds left, it is going to be a sprint here for OGT.
Yeah, they're going to have to move, and they're going to have to move quickly. 15 seconds left on the clock. It looks like Messiah going to take the route through main, but Steezy finds one. The Messiah on the pinch manages to find the kill. He's going to have to stop the time, but the kills keep going back and forth. Pinstripe kill feed. Messiah has to chow this time. 3 seconds on the clock. Jumps on, takes down Devin, gets shot on the side, manages to play his life. Has to buy time for his team, but somebody takes the chow. Florida is there. 0.5 seconds on the clock. Prosper runs in, but the kills come through for Florida, and they manage to hold on by a thread.
They do barely hold on. I mean, it's been the issue that Florida has been dealing with really this whole series is just Miss Messiah time and time again just hitting that flank route, and they have not been able to account for it. almost bites them there, but they do stave off that push. It is going to be 5 ticks, though, for the side of OGT. So you're feeling decent about that first round, although you don't take it. But Florida, a much needed first round victory there. And now we'll see what their plan of attack is on the offensive side.
I think as the year has gone on, teams have stopped caring as much about the ticks that you're getting. As offense on most of these maps, I would say, is just about as easy to win as defense. Obviously, teams have different preferences, but it really is a coin flip at time, and OGT are trying to make that known as they're going to be able to find the first play of the round. But somebody, Krypton, they managed to find 2 for the side of Florida, looking to lock down this A zone early on. Messiah tries to make a play through Rugs, going to get shut down by Defen. All of OGT off spawn. They probably should just chalk A here to try to get into bed control, and right now they're not doing that at all. They might hit this.
Finding the kills as well, and that's going to leave Defen by himself, and Penne Pasta with the read there to take him down, and now all the kills going to the side of OGT. Only 1 tick on that A zone at the moment, and time going to go under a minute. You're seeing all these Florida players spawn in kitchen. OGT knows this, and they're going to try to box them in, try to find these kills. Somebody does get the first kill, though. Penne trying to stay up with his life. Somebody trying to make the play through mid-boost and does take him down. But watch again, the flank once again from this Messiah. Finding 1, the read was there, but the gunshot's not good enough, excuse me. And now, can they get back in? OGT trying to fight for this Mrs. Messiah again on the flank. Somebody with the kill, trying to stay up, last alive, but Penne Pasta takes him down as well. A constant flow here for Florida on this A zone, but they continue to get shut down.
Yeah, and so far so good for OGT. You're managing to burn lives away as you hold onto this A zone. Not as much as a stutter over at B. Florida seems to be committed to hitting this A zone like it is Fort Knox, but getting held down by Old Guys Texas. Here comes the pinch now from Ruggs. Somebody finds 1, Children find the second. Defen there for the help, and that will most certainly be the A zone for Florida. And now it's going to get weird here. No bed control at all from OGT. They seem completely content to just hold up on their side of the map. Just make sure that they're going to play for this plank through by Florida. And it looks like they're doing well so far.
These spawns coming in here for Florida. Got a couple of players still spawning on that kitchen side. So, I mean, not pushing up the map here is OGT, which, again, is a little bit interesting. But they're continuing to find these kills right now. And now, Miss Messiah will take that initiative to get into bedroom and spawn those players out at kitchen. Somebody has to hear these footsteps here. Miss Messiah. And now the shot's coming in. Finding the wall back. The trade has to come in at some point, you would think. But I guess somebody actually goes to the bottom bed, so Miss Messiah is going to be able to continue to roam up top, and right now Florida just cannot formulate a push.
Yeah, right now Florida, I mean, the push through the back is not working for you. Old Guys Texas have had the read on that every single time. You have to focus bedside. You have to take down Miss Messiah, and there's the first step. They find 2 in stride. Last starting push up in the spawn, but Penny Pasta finds 1, does not manage to find the second. CZ and Krypton can hop onto this point. Messiah, though, here for the quick trade. Find 1. Chowza finds the second with some nice shots. Stefan going to be one of the last remaining hosts, but here comes somebody from the flank. Finds 2 of his own on the route. Penny Pasta with the trade, and Stefan finds the last 1 versus 1 on the hill before reinforcements coming in quickly from both teams with 10 seconds on the clock.
I mean, they have the numbers, but the problem is only 6 lives remaining, so you really cannot go down here if you are Florida, and that's exactly what's happening. Somebody last alive near the time. Gonna find 2, but needs to find a third to keep this alive. Does so as well. Gonna try to hop on this point. Only 3.2 left. Now Penne Pasta trying to find this kill. Takes him down. Will there be a Florida player in sight? There will not be, and it is going to be OGT holding on. Another close round here on the hotel control, but they even up the series 1-1.
Yeah, I think Florida is showing some, true signs of life here in this control. Play the defensive round beautifully, and almost had that offensive round win there. A couple of timings go their way. Maybe something, gets chained along between their respawns, and they managed to find the A zone or the B zone sooner. But nevertheless, they will be on defense, down a tick if we happen to get to that round 5.
Yeah, and to your point earlier as well, Hotel's kind of been weird too, because there was a time where offense was kind of favored, especially in the CDL. We'd seen a lot. So not really sure what you prefer here if you are either team, but nevertheless, it is going to be OGT trying to get this offensive round win to continue to push for that 3-0 sweep. And, Florida, again, is kind of content with just giving this A zone up. let them have A and play for B. The problem with that, though, there's going to be a lot of time to capture this B zone. So you have to be stellar on that B side if you are Florida. They already have that bedroom control, though, and that A zone going to be captured.
I don't, I actually like this play out of Florida. They have been getting outslayed so far in this control, as you can see by the kill death ratios on your screen there. And by not allowing Old Guys Texas, take that opportunity on A to just feed them lives by continuing to challenge, I think it's a very good play. 2 minutes in reality in control, unless you're stopping that time, consistently, is not really that much time in grand scheme of things. It takes about 30 seconds to really develop a good, strong push, and that's only going to be 4 of those in that 2-minute span. So the strategy for Old Guys here is going to have to be able to find 1-2 picks and hop on that time and just start burning kills.
Trying to find some kills right now is OGT, but I mean, it is going to be Florida really finding all these kills right now around the B zone. Miss Messiah, though, with a big one. Now that bedroom control is in favor of OGT, so they can start to, find these kills and push out, but Florida not giving them anything at the moment. Somebody, though, going to finally get taken down. Penne Pasta with 2 from top bed, and is this the opening right now? You have player number 7, Encryptom, watching that cross through mid, so he's going to spot all these players jumping down, but really can't do anything about it. He's going to get taken down. That is going to be the stack coming in. Words the gyms. It's going to be 3 on this time, maybe the 4th player as well. And now if you're Florida, you have to move, getting some back spawns, but you really have to just throw your lives at this. Nades, stuns, everything to try to get back in this time. Going down to the end, last player left alive on point is Nova. He's taken down, and the retake is true for Florida. There's going to be only 1 more tick needed, though, for OGT, and 55 seconds on the clock.
For the first time in this game, Florida have had a strong life advantage. Managing to take that down, though, is Messiah finding 2 and just going to be able to hop on this B zone. 2 people might be enough to cap this. Florida going to have to move fast. Steezy on the pinch, sees Nova fall off, but with 3 on it, that could be it. That could be round right there, and it will be no one from Florida close enough to contest. And Old Guys Texas take the offense.
Just a fraction of an inch and maybe a toenail gets on the point there for Florida, but it is not going to be in time. And OGT now on match points in this one, up to 2-0 in the series, looking for that sweep. And my goodness, Penne Pasta 30-14, having a map right now for the side of OGT with that AR, just slaying out time and time again. It feels like he's finding double kill after double kill. And now Florida going to try to get spicy off the rip here. Going to try to go over toward this B zone first. You got to be able to find these kills. Not starting off well, though. It's already 2 down as OGT mowing them down from the bedroom side. And now Florida already just seconds into this round kind of figuring out what they want to do right now to try to get on a point.
Yeah, and I think a big thing that Florida could have done there is, utilize the nades to find the kills early on B. I don't think any trophies were thrown down from the side of Old Guys Texas. You toss a couple of, sims over towards that Godhead, and you might be able to find a kill. And if you don't, at least you're getting that trophy hit marker. You're depleting it down. But unfortunately, that B push does not work out well for them. So they're going to have to go back to Old Reliable onto the A zone. And it looks like OGT is going to contest this once more. The push coming through Rugs now. Messiah finds 1. Here comes Penne Pasta. He's done it all so far this series, but only finds a 2-piece there. But Messiah, both of them finding their 2. And that will clear off Florida from the A zone. They are spawn trapped in Kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, they are spawning back Kitchen. I thought maybe there was a chance for them to spawn parking, but no. I mean, this is dire times right now for Florida as they're just getting put in the trap. Now, Penne Pasta with the crews coming in, maybe just playing this for information more than anything, trying to find this kill on the B zone. But numbers here for Florida, you have to find these kills to get in. It just doesn't matter, though. They're just cutting them down time and time again. Now all these players just stuck in the cat room, and Penne Pasta continues to take them down. Last push here for Florida to try to get this, but they are getting cut down. Last player alive is Defen. He is taken down for the 40 bomb for Penne Pasta, and the victory for OGT in a sweep. They take the series 3-0.
And OGT, they look strong. I mean, that AR sub-duo of Messiah and Pasta, I mean, it's something to be reckoned with. 40-15 for Pasta. I mean, talk about a